rolling.
Okay, so you were the current Superstock 600 champion. Is it quite a big jump up to come up to the Supersport?
Yeah, mainly the electronics, and the extra power isn't too difficult to handle because I did a year on the German Superbike in 2010. But the electronics and all the extra changeable variables are quite a big job to deal with.
Yeah, well, what track gives you the most difficulty with it so far?
Brno was really tough with the engine brake strategies that we needed to do. The Yamaha is really tail and happy. It's backing in everywhere, you know, so the engine brake strategy is really important, and we didn't quite find that setting, so that was really tough.
Okay, well, I have to ask you about last year. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you.
How does it feel to lift up that championship trophy and know that that's it, you know?
Yeah. At the end, it's fantastic. You know, working your way through it is very difficult, but at the end is massive relief, and was just really happy to get it over and done with. Obviously, Portimao was not perfect for us because we didn't get to test, but fourth position was enough to do it, so I was happy with that.
Perfect. What got you into riding in the first place? Why motorbike racing?
My father was a motocross rider and a trials rider, and jumped on a motocross bike and felt really comfortable and decided just to continue with that, and then went over to road racing. So it just was a nice way forward.
Oh, joys of media. Awesome. Okay, so what would you say, would the 600 championship be your highlight, or would you say there's something else that tops it so far?
No, definitely European Superstock Championship win was my highlight so far, and now I guess 7th in Misano was really nice in the World Supersport Championship.
Yeah.
Qualifying 8th in Aragon was quite nice, and on the second row, and hopefully we can just keep building from there.
Yeah, are you confident that you are going to prove your worth here as well?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not riding around hoping to be fast. You know, I'm trying as hard as I can. Jeremy's trying as hard as he can to develop the bike with me, because we don't have any data to back anything up. So it's all fresh data and experience that we're putting together. So hopefully it will come together so we can finish in the top 8 at the end of the year.
Right, when it comes to riding style, and who you'd most like to be compared to, have you got a favourite rider that you idolise to be?
Riding style, a lot of people talk about riding style, but everyone's different. And at the moment, I'm pretty happy where I am at the moment. I do change to different tracks. I change what I need to do and where my weight needs to be, and I think that's, as long as you can adapt to that, then your riding style can be anything, really.
Alright, well, who's your idol?
Idol, I don't know. I don't know. Idol, I look to all the fast guys for inspiration and trying to learn, so I don't really have one particular idol. I don't know, watching Casey ride the Honda this year it's fantastic, and last year, so he's so confident sliding the bike, and for entertainment's value, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we do this thing that we ask people for some racing related advice and then non-racing related advice.
Yeah.
So what would you tell someone who's trying to get into motorbike racing, starting out at the bottom and working their way up?
I think the main thing is to just keep learning, ask as many questions as you can. Obviously, you've always got to be pushing the limit to learn properly and to go fast. It's not, crashing is a part of the job on your way up, and if you're fast and you're crashing, it's easier to get fast than it's easier to stop crashing than go fast. So I think you just got to keep at it, and then once you get to that level, you need to say, okay, now points are really important for the end of the year. So I concentrate always on getting as many points as I can without taking the risk of crashing in races. But Supersport's a high level, so it's a different story.
Yeah, another bit of advice you might be able to give as well is, how would you recommend somebody dealt with having to move the distance that you've done? Like, what's the weirdest thing about that?
It's really hard at the moment because teams are asking for a lot of money, and just to go to a ride, they're asking for a lot of money. So at the moment, it's tough. You just need the best results possible, and then even with those even if you're winning things, it's still not easy to get into teams. So I think you need the results. The results are important. if you have results on paper, then you have something to talk about. If you don't, then it's really hard to move up. So you've got to start low and get the results as you move up.
Okay, awesome. And finally, some non-racing related advice.
Some non-racing related advice. I don't know. Don't stress. Take it easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. As for a racer or
No, for anyone. Just
anyone?
life advice.
It's special.
Try and avoid the Uncle Man quotes.
Yeah. Don't stress. Don't stress. That's great.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Awesome.